Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back, everybody. How you doing this week? If you're new, this is the 16th episode of Great News Weekly with greatnews.life and me, your host, Jenny Craig Brown. So welcome back. I hope you all are having an awesome week. We have tons of awesome news to share with you guys. So come in, grab a cocktail, grab a water, get your afternoon coffee, whatever you're feeling today, and come listen to some exclusively positive news. So if you are new to this show, we are live every Wednesday from NWI.Life Facebook at noon Central Time. We also flip this into a podcast too. So if you can't come in live, but you want to listen, check out our Facebook page. You can listen, you can watch later, or if you prefer to listen, you can tune into Spotify or Apple Podcasts for our podcast as well. So check it out. Also, if you're new and you've never been, we do these things called Lifelines. So our Lifelines are basically a good news tip, a good news story, something good that's happening in your life, and we want you to share it. So if you're watching live, comment in the comment section below. If you're not watching live, you can always email those to share@greatnews.life, and we want to read them out loud on our show and share all your good news with the whole community. So drop a little note down below as I'm talking all this good news and tell me your good news. Tell me something good that happened to you in the last week, and I will read it out loud. Okay? So I have a really great story to kick it off with. This is so fun and so amazing. Rittenhouse of Valparaiso celebrated the 101 birthday of Henrietta, and Callie, our reporter, was there to capture the incredible moment.
Old. I can still walk though. Yeah. I just ask the Lord every day to take care of me, and He does. So I can still walk. I take a walk usually every day. Haven't yet today, but I usually do.
Oh my gosh, I was right. Henrietta, adorable, right? So happy birthday, Henrietta. You are just such a blessing in our lives and in the lives of all of the Rittenhouse team. Thank you to Rittenhouse of Valpo for having us out and for putting on such an amazing celebration for her. They did this really great, as you could see, parade, kind of car parade. So they're keeping her safe, but they're celebrating her at the same time. And you can go on Valpo.Life and read the entire article there. So thank you guys, and thanks to Rittenhouse of Valparaiso. I'm seeing some comments here. Hi, Christine. She said, love the live show with Jenny. Thank you for tuning in. Lindsay said, you're awesome, Jenny. I love you. Michael, that's my nephew. So I love you too, Michael. Doka, hi. Thanks for tuning in. And yes, congrats, Henrietta. It's so cute. Stephanie mentioned Henrietta is so sweet. And I love that there was a parade for her. And as Callie mentioned, there was tons of gifts being given, and it was a really, really happy celebration. Cami said, Henrietta seems like such a great woman. Great job with the video, Callie. All the feels. I agree. Thank you, Callie Beatty. You're awesome. Team member of ours, and congrats and happy birthday, Henrietta. Next up, a little farming. We've got another fun surprise for you with Audrey from First Fruits Gives. Hi, Audrey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm amazing. How are you today? It's bright and sunny out there.
It is. It's nice.
So tell us a little bit about First Fruits Gives and what your mission is.
Well, First Fruits Gives is a local organization. We started a small farm about a year ago to help feed people in our community that are in need. Right now, we're working on our nonprofit status, so that will help just with grants and things like that so we can give more back to the community. And right now I'm in one of my small gardens. This is just sort of a prep garden for this year. What we're doing is just planning and working the ground and seeing what we can produce so that we can give away even more next year. What we do is we feed 32, right now, 32 local families every Friday with a bag of groceries. And generally that will be a meat item, non-perishable items, and then also a cold or like a fresh dairy item. So we feed every Friday, and we're working the land, trying to get some more fruits and vegetables and fresh meat options for our families as well.
That's amazing. So tell me a little bit about how people would be involved with you, whether they want to volunteer their time or they're in need. Tell us a little bit about how that works.
Well, we love volunteers. It's my husband and I that started this farm about a year ago, and we have a few really great families that love to come out and help and get dirty. So the volunteer work isn't very glamorous, but I really love it. It's mainly just chores and working animals, weeding the grounds and watering. And right now we're sort of coming into this first harvest season. So counters and canners are really going to be helpful here soon. Another great way to get involved is to donate either monetarily, we have a PayPal site, or just through food donations. Like I said, we feed 32 families every week, and we try to make sure that we're covering a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, a snack, and sometimes a fun item. So those fresh items and the non-perishables really go quickly with our larger families. So dropping off food items to the farm really helps me a lot. Because of COVID, we've sort of had to pare down how much we can shop because there are limits on food items. We want to make sure that everyone has enough that they need, so we take a few shopping trips a week. But when we have food donated in, that really helps me just to make sure that everyone gets enough and that all those items get out.
How amazing. So you started this nonprofit with your husband. Are you loving working on the farm?
Oh my word, I love it. I'm a nurse by trade and I love to care for people. But feeding people has been something that has always been on my heart. I grew up in a very dysfunctional, very non-working family. So I know what it is to have actual hunger, to have a stomach ache and be worried about food. And that's something that no child should ever have to worry about. So our vision is really just to help kids in our community feel included and feel loved and have great food items, fresh options, farm fresh and pasture raised meats that are healthy for them, that'll help them to grow up strong and just to realize that their community loves them and cares about them and that there are options.
That's amazing. So, folks, you heard it first here. Audrey, First Fruits Farms, First Fruits Gives. Get out there, connect with them online, volunteer your time. If you're in need, please reach out to them. First Fruits Gives is doing some great things here in Valparaiso. Thank you so much, Audrey, for your time. I
You're welcome.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Of course. Stop out there, guys. Get connected. Have a good one, Audrey. Thanks.
You too.
Isn't that so cute, you guys? I love it so much. Enjoy talking to her again. Thank you, Audrey, for everything. That's so incredible. So go to their Facebook page, like them, follow them, donate your time however you can. I would love, we've got it up here on the screen now. You can see their amazing, adorable farm and the pictures of the kiddos and the animals and all of the fresh veggies and fruits. So go like their page and do whatever you guys can do. And like I said, if you're watching and you're in need, also reach out to them because that's what they're here for. And we want to make sure that they're successful as possible from both ends. Awesome. So I saw a lot of comments coming in for that one too. Chris Malman said he loves the mission. I completely agree. This is such a good idea, and it kind of rings true exactly what Stacy said. I love that this is fresh, whole, non-processed food, which isn't always available through food pantries. And I completely agree. This is the real way to do this, and it's an amazing thing they're doing. They have such, you can see her passion. Thank you so much. That was really, really fantastic. Sharina Gonzalez said the same thing. Beautiful mission. I agree. This is such a it's great work that they're doing. And Sharina said she wants a piglet. Now, for anybody interested, I told Audrey earlier, I want to donate some of my time. I'm happy to donate food as well because it sounds like that's one of the biggest things they need is those other to supplement their growth. But I want to donate my time. So if anybody wants to come work on the farm with me, we can get a little group and kind of help Audrey out for a couple days. It would be really fun. Okay, so I think I've got a couple lifelines as well that I wanted to read. Stephanie Swearington said, my lifeline this week is how beautiful the summer weather has been. It has been great for my garden, and you guys, I have grown corn, which is at least 5 feet tall. This is a first. Thanks for gardening advice, Leah Gorby Woods and Patricia Swearington. My garden thanks you. Yes, from someone that can't grow anything, I understand the advice is strong. And congrats on your corn growth. That's awesome. Okay, Stacy Kellogg said her lifeline this week is Franciscan Health Michigan City, whose caring professionals saved my mom's life. That is one of the best lifelines I have ever heard, and it's a literal lifeline. I agree. Thank you to Franciscan Health for all that they do, especially in this instance. We want to take care of Stacy, her family, and everybody included. So I completely agree. Thank you so much for keeping her mom safe and healthy. Okay, so next up we have Four Winds Casino news. So Four Winds Casino recently opened their first sports book. So if you don't know a lot about sports books, a sports book is basically gives the opportunity to the casino goers to place wagers on their favorite sports. So favorite sports including football, baseball, hockey, soccer. Then there's some other ones in there as well. And they had a great celebration, which our very own Dan Patricus was there for recently, just late last week. And they opened this huge celebration with the Chicago Bears legend, Steve McMichael, putting the first bet. So he got to place the first bet. They got to have him there, which is really fantastic. But he got to place the first bet, and he placed it on $20 on the Bears winning the Super Bowl this year. So as we're all thinking, Four Winds Casinos now has another $20 in their pocket because that is going to be a loss, buddy. We all know. I mean, right? We're all on the same page. I think it's like a 20 to 1 odds. So sorry, but thanks for your $20, Steve. We appreciate it. It's a really fun celebration. So congrats to Four Winds Casinos. I think that has been something that will be something that will help them through all of these new stipulations. And as you can see in the coverage in that main photo, everybody's wearing masks and they're still taking a lot of really awesome precautions to keep everybody healthy and everybody safe. So thank you to Four Winds Casinos because this is a really awesome add to our region. And if you haven't been out to Four Winds Casinos in a while, definitely get out there because they have tons of amenities and tons of opportunities for some fun, but are taking really amazing precautions to keep everybody safe and healthy and get some distancing procedures put in place. So thank you to Four Winds and congrats on your sports book. This is going to be a really, really fun year for the casinos in the region. So thanks a ton. Next up, we recently launched the latest Leadership Life series. So if you've never tuned in or you haven't seen our Leadership Life series, definitely check them out. But this series is a highlight of some awesome people in the region that are really leading their industry, whatever their industry is. And we've had some previous members like Jeff Strack talking about the grocery and food industry. We've had some regional mayors and things. So if you've never tuned in, you can go to our sites and pop up Leadership Life on all of our 4 networks. But we recently got to talk with Matt Vesley from First Source Bank. And we've got some footage here I'll share with everybody because he's got a lot of great things to say.
You know, community banking is so vital to the communities that we're in. And when I look at what we do and the role that we play, you know, when you talk about, you see our people everywhere, and when you look at some of the things that we do as a contributor to projects, whether it's through financial donations or through financing that help bring things to life. I look at that and I think back, to my days early on as a youngster, knowing that my grandfather made a difference. I didn't know what it was, but I knew there was a difference. And I think about what would happen if that wasn't there. And if you just think about that for a minute, you really realize you're making a tremendous difference in the community each and every day with what you do. And I think that's what we're trying to do at First Source, is we're trying to make a difference. We're trying to make the community better through the work that we do throughout the community. We're trying to make people's lives better through the work that we're doing with our customers. And we hope that in the long haul, that makes the world we live in a little better place.
Matt, thank you for being a part of that. And we did keep everybody safe in that. Just editor's note, that was prior to COVID, so we don't have masks on. But let me tell you, Matt is such an incredible person, and he really is a leader within the banking industry. It's absolutely fantastic, and I love having him so much in the studio and as a partner. First Source Bank is killing it in the world of community-based banks. I bank there, and I can walk in, I can use my app. I can, you have all of these amazing opportunities to connect with them, and they make it simple and they make it easy. So thank you, Matt. Thank you for Source, and check out all of our Leadership Life videos at NWI.Life. You can see them all there. And like I said, there's a really great library of some really great interviews. I think I have some more lifelines to share with you guys. Are you ready? Let's see some more good news. I have Shelly Manor said, my lifeline this week is FaceTime. I can't read today. So I'm able to see my mom and my family, and for my sisters who constantly make me feel involved and loved since I live so far away. I love this friendship and sisterhood that you guys have in your family. It's beautiful, Shelly. Keep that up, because we all know the value of that love and that family connection. So I completely agree. FaceTime has, I think, especially during a pandemic and what you all are dealing with as well, it has kept us really safe and really connected. So whether it's watching live on Facebook like this, or, calling, FaceTiming, Zooming, whatever it is, keep it up. And I think I mentioned it last week, but I'll shout it out again because I'm going to say it all the time. Think about that person that you haven't called, texted, seen, emailed, FaceTimed, something, and do that today. Shoot, I urge each of you to just pick one person that you haven't connected with in a while and shoot them a text. If it's that's so simple, shoot them a text and just let them know you're thinking about them. It really goes a long way. And it sounds like that's kind of, that FaceTime has been Shelly's connection and lifesaver. So thank you so much. That's a perfect lifeline. Doka Robin said, my lifeline is the pond in my backyard. I've been swimming in it with the dogs every day this summer. Oh my gosh, I love that. That is cool. I don't have a pond in my backyard, but if I did, that would be exactly what I would be shooting to do too. Next week, Doka, comment below. I don't know if we can share them this week, but I want to see pictures of the dogs in the water. Put them on your social, tag us or something. It'll be really fun. Dogs swimming in lakes. I mean, this is adorable. Like, it's, who doesn't love babies and puppies, right? Thanks for that lifeline. That's really, really, really awesome. Let's see. Oh, and Stacy Kellogg said, yes, so many great places to kayak too. So similarly, I think she's thinking, let's get outside, folks. The weather's been nice. As I think Stephanie mentioned, there's so many places to kayak. You're right. I just went the other day out in LaPorte and it was amazing. So get outside, enjoy that, enjoy some friends that you haven't connected with in a long time, have some fun. Speaking of fun, I've got you covered. I've got some cool stuff you can do over the next couple days, event-wise. And I, of course, have been trying to keep you guys in a mixture of things that are super fun, things that are fun but distanced. So here are a couple really great events coming up in the next couple days or week that you guys can pay attention to. So July 19th, which is just in a couple days, that's Sunday, from noon to 4 at Alley Cat's Curiosity Shop. They're going to have a pop-up market. And this is so you can meet the members of Coash Clothing, who I think I've mentioned before, and Happy Frog Soap. And they are, I think, if you've never been to Alley Cats, it's a really cool kind of market vendor space. And these are two new members. So stop in if you've never been there. It's really cute. It's a great kind of community asset that we have right here in Valparaiso, and it's really fun. So get out there as soon as you can, check them out and meet and greet with those guys. They're really fantastic. Also, so I think I've heard a lot of my friends talking a little bit about what have we been doing during a pandemic with our spare time. So if we used to go out and we aren't going out, what are we doing instead? And reading and audiobooks are something I've heard a ton about. So the Independent Cat Society is actually hosting this Saturday at 10 a.m. They are hosting a semi-annual used book sale. So this will be really fun. It's Saturday, July 18th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sunday, July 19th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's at the Moose Lodge here in Valparaiso. They have a Facebook event. You can go there or to our event calendar and get out there, get some used books. This is a great way to kind of keep recycling those books. Once you're done, give them to somebody else and go find a new passion for a new book that you've never read. It'll be really fun. I can guarantee it. I just saw a couple Lifelines pop in. Let's see if we can find them. Oh yeah, Doka said, I'm so grateful. We have so many ponds and lakes here in the area and all free access. Let's not take this for granted. This is a great point. So I know Doka a little bit, and she's from the LaPorte area, LaPorte County. And if you don't know a lot about LaPorte, they have, I'm going to mess this up, so forgive me now, but I think it's five or seven lakes in the area that you can go to. They are so awesome. Yes, exactly. I discovered a pick your own flowers in LaPorte. This is another thing. Find the name and you can comment below, Doka, of the name of that company. I think I've heard of them too, and I would love to know what it is. That's super great. So LaPorte is really become this amazing area where they have a little bit of everything. So they have great restaurants, whether you're in Michigan City or LaPorte. They've got great lakes, whether it's Lake Michigan or Stone Lake. It's a fantastic area. So and I agree, don't take it for granted. I think we're enjoying a lot of these amenities now because we're almost being pushed there. Okay, it's Minnick Farms Flower Patch. Oh, I actually have heard of this. On 500 in LaPorte, open only on the weekends. Okay, great. So get out there, give them some love. We love those local companies. That's fantastic. All right, let's see what else we have here. Cami said, my lifeline this week is that I started adding more plants to my house, and my latest is a pineapple. So I heard about this. You can, this is such an odd thing to see. A pineapple plant. So you actually can plant a pineapple. Find Cami online. She can give you all the details, but it is real. I have seen it. Apparently it takes some time, so you have to be really patient, but you can plant your own pineapple at your own house. So I love Stephanie's corn, but I'm not going to lie, the pineapple might win. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Elaine White, she said, where do I find free produce? These toddlers are going to eat me out of house and home. So Elaine, if you need any assistance, go to it's called Fresh Fruits Gives Facebook page. They have, I think, Audrey's information on there. You can check them out for that produce and see if she has any openings for help. I think she's, working her tail off to just help as many people as possible. So reach out to her. I definitely understand during summers that is really hard if you have more than one or even one kid. I had my nieces and nephews over the weekend. They eat a lot of food. So I definitely understand where you're at with that. Yeah. Oh, I have one more event I wanted to shout out to. Market on the Square. So if you are around or want to be in or around the Portage area, Friday at 3 p.m. starts their Market on the Square, and it is such a fun time. They actually have live music that starts, I think, at 6 p.m. So the Market on the Square, it started July 10th was the first, and it'll continue every single Friday. It's 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Through September 11th. They've got vendors selling crafts. They've got breads, local food, beer garden from 5 to 9 p.m., bands from the region that start at 6 p.m., and they have some really great band lined up. This weekend is a DJ and Chris from Stop, Drop, and Rewind, but they've got more amazing bands going on throughout the entire season. You got Dan Reason in there, Strings Beyond Description. And then they also have movies at the park starting at dusk. And this weekend is the Teen Beach movie. I don't actually know that one, but you got to love a good movie. Yeah, so those are my events, and that's my great news. I don't think I have any more. Do we have any last minute lifelines? I don't think so. I think we're good. So, as I mentioned before, we're live every Wednesday here at NWI.Life Facebook page. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts. Those go up same day. So listen, watch, tune in, send your good news. We all need to shout out the good stuff happening in our lives a little bit more. So either send those to share@greatnews.life email, or comment below, or you can message me on Facebook, or however you get it to us. Just come tell us your good news. I want to read it in a future episode. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Make sure to stay positive, read the good news, and keep things coming. I love all that you guys are doing out there, keeping the positive, and that's what we're here for. So have a great week, everybody. Tune in next week, NWI.Life. Thanks so much.